Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel, where subscribers sent me in DNA bombs. That was the Cray class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. Feel free to go back and pause the video and study the class a little bit further if you guys would like to replicate the class, but keep in mind, I will be talking about the weapon and the attachments and the perk setup throughout this video, namely the CEL-3, because this is the first ever CEL-3 Cauterizer DNA Bomb here on my YouTube channel, here for DNA Saturday, and I definitely have a lot I want to say about this particular weapon. But before we get into that, I would like to let you guys know that this particular DNA bomb is being brought to you by Snowboard Otter, who is a returning guest here on the YouTube channel. He first made his first appearance here on my channel back during Chem Strike Saturday last year with Call of Duty Ghost. He was known as the Wii U player who was getting a lot of Chem Strikes in that game on the Wii U, and he of course has made the transition here to the Xbox One because, of course, sadly, Advanced Warfare is not being made for the Wii U, and I don't believe Black Ops 3 is going to be made for the Wii U either, so basically Call of Duty Ghost is going to be the last Wii U Call of Duty game to ever be made, which is kind of a sad thing. It's definitely sad that people that like to play on the Wii U, people that prefer that platform, have to get an entirely different console if they want to play Call of Duty, or at least the newer versions of Call of Duty. I definitely think that's a little bit sad. But let's start talking about the CEL-3 here. You may be thinking to yourself, well, Nero, what could you possibly say about the CEL-3? You don't even have that weapon. I saw your advanced supply drop opening video. You did not get the CEL-3. You got the AK-47 and you got the M16, but you did not get the CEL-3. Therefore, your opinion is kind of mute and invalid because you don't actually have the weapon. Au contraire to you, sir or madam, I actually do have this weapon, and I got it on my open lobby account, of all accounts. Like, I spent a lot of money on advanced supply drops on my main account, my SB Nero account, and I didn't get the CEL-3, but on my account, which is completely just for open lobbies, I ended up getting it within, like, my second or third supply drop, which I just thought was really funny, and it was definitely, I don't know, we ended up having a pretty fun open lobby as a result, because we started playing some custom games with this particular weapon, and the interesting fact about this is actually got the exact same variant that we're seeing here in this video. The CEL-3 Phantom is the exact version of the CEL-3 Cauterizer that I actually have, so I can definitely give you guys some opinions on the CEL-3. So far, I really don't dig the shotgun that much. It's definitely a very weird and unique shotgun. It, of course, was first introduced in Exo Zombies. It was the power weapon for the first ever Exo Zombies map, and now it's actually made its way here into the multiplayer. It's unique in that it feels like a pump-action shotgun, but actually cycles, and technically it's a full-auto shotgun with a very, very weird time between shots mechanic. The mechanic is it's going to shoot your first shot, and then it's going to be a very long time between your first shot and your second shot, but then if you keep holding down the trigger the entire time, it's going to be a shorter time between your second and your third shot, and a shorter time between your fourth and your fifth shot, and so on and so forth, so on and so forth. Like, every other shot is going to be faster than the one before it, if you're actually holding it down. So it is a full auto shotgun. It is kind of like a little crossbreed, a little hybrid, if you will, between the TAC-19 along with the S-12. It's definitely a very confusing shotgun. It's unlike anything we've ever seen in the Call of Duty franchise before, and therefore it definitely feels very unique. Now, I'd recommend, if you guys have this weapon, putting it in your create class, actually using it, because it's definitely a unique shotgun. It's just not the best shotgun by any stretch of the imagination, right? It's definitely not the most powerful shotgun. In my experience, and it's pretty limited experience, I thought that it got a lot of hit markers. I thought it was very inconsistent, but then again, a lot of shotguns feel that way. I remember when Black Ops 2 first came out, and I was playing that game early, I was sitting there ranting and raving about how the R870 felt super inconsistent, and how it wasn't that powerful of a shotgun. And of course, look where the Remington 870 in Black Ops 2 is now. So that's definitely just my first initial impressions of it. We did an open lobby where we had 18 people of us all running around with the same CEL-3 on the map Biolab. We had like a little custom game mode I set up where it was like 9-on-9 domination. We all had to run around with these CEL-3 because I restricted their create classes and made preset classes. And it was really fun, but the general consensus from that open lobby was, wow, this shotgun's super inconsistent, or wow, I would definitely rather use the TAC-19 because I feel as though I'm a bit more consistent with that particular shotgun. But that's just my early impressions of the weapon so far, and that's the impressions of the people that were in my open lobby. And if you guys actually have this weapon unlocked and you've actually been able to run around with it, let us know in the comments what is your opinion on the CEL-3 Cauterizer. And with the DNA Bomb rapidly approaching its end, let's actually go ahead and cover the create class here. He's using some of the best attachments for this weapon because the attachments on the CEL-3 are actually very limited. He has advanced rifling, which is great on all shotguns. He has the quick draw to try and aim down sights a little bit faster, and he has adjustable stock, which is kind of personal preference. It's not necessary on a shotgun, but there's a very limited limited number of attachments on the CEL-3, so you might as well. In terms of perks, he has low profile, he has peripherals, which is definitely a preference perk, but I think with people that like to play Call of Duty Ghost and main map style that we saw in Call of Duty Ghost, and people that play the Black Ops 3 beta and how the main map is set up in that game, I think we'll probably see more people rank peripherals. And for perk 3, he has Blast Suppressor and Scavenger. I will say I don't feel as a Scavenger super necessary. Right? I don't think it's super necessary on a CEL-3. It has more than enough ammo to actually get a DNA bomb on its own. Now, I would definitely recommend swapping that out for something like Hardline, because I don't feel as though this weapon necessarily needs toughness. I don't really think shotguns in general need toughness in Advanced Warfare. So having like Blast Suppressor in Hardline could definitely be pretty good. It could help you get your kill streaks a lot faster, especially if you're running like the UAV and the system hack like he is here in this video. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I've gone on long enough. We're well over the gameplay. The final score of 43-1 by Mr. Snowboard Otter, the returning guest and legend himself. And I gotta say, I love his gamer tag. Terminator. Terminator, get it? Otter, Terminator, Terminator. It's a freaking great name. I think it's fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, simply watch the video that's on your screen right now. There is an annotation on your screen that you can click, as was a link to the video down there at the very bottom of the video description, both of which will open the video up for you and will teach you everything you would ever want to know about submitting yourself for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Snowboard Otter, you can do so by clicking the link at the very top of the video description or by clicking the annotation that is on your screen over on his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/snowboardotter. You will find Call of Duty videos and darned good ones at that. His most recent video, which was actually just posted today, is his top 5 guns in Call of Duty history. What are his top 5 guns? I know you guys like watching my top 10 series. Perhaps you'll like watching his top 5 guns in Call of Duty video. He, of course, put up his CEL-3 Cauterizer DNA Bomb. He, of course, has a lot of other DNA bombs with a wide variety of weapons, as well as if you want to go all the way back to Call of Duty Ghost, he has a lot of chem strikes, the majority of them actually being on the Wii U. So if you like seeing that kind of a gameplay, feel free to go over there and check out his YouTube channel. He is a very good player with some very good gameplay, and he is just under 1,000 subscribers at the time of me recording this video. He is at 796 subscribers, so if he could get anywhere near 1,000, that would definitely be cool. We all know that 1,000 subscribers is a huge milestone for channels, and it's definitely something that people will always remember. So if we can actually get him up to that, that would definitely be fantastic. But of course, go over there, check out his videos, and make an informed decision as whether or not you think his channel is for you. So go ahead and give him a look. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episodes of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.